Hi, I am the Cuban Colonel. Let me introduce you to Cuban Flavors, my new gourmet cooking show. I will bring you old Cuba's authentic cuisine without the airfare. My family's secret sauces coupled with natural fresh foods in a kaleidoscope of aroma, color, and flavor to satisfy the culinary aficionado in all of us. Cuba's immigration brought chefs from Africa, Italy, China, Spain, and France. These chefs' disciplines, coupled with the island's specialties, made Cuban food a serendipitous and delicious experience. The majority of these chefs were summoned in the late 1940s by the Italian mob when they set up shop in this small island paradise. Gourmet cooking is in my bloodline. Grandfather Alfonso migrated from Spain, and upon his arrival to Cuba, started a corner market and cafe. With this first business, he opened his flagship cabaret and restaurant, the famous La Copa, on 23rd Street in Marianao, Cuba. Before his passing, his sons, Armando, my father, and Alfonso, my uncle, took over and grew this food empire to include groceries, bakeries, and 7 miles of beachside motels along the shores of Marianao and Varadero, Cuba. My mother, Rosa's father, Esteban, owned a 100-acre ranch in Cienega de Zapata, Cuba, where he raised his farm animals, grew citrus orchards, and sugarcane fields. As a boy, my mother and father took me from the city to the country, introducing me to every aroma, song, tradition, cuisine, sauce, and dessert in the Cuban culinary experience. In the late 1960s, Fidel Castro took away all my family had worked so hard for, except for my family's secret recipes. Against this dictator, my father and uncle fought, and this landed him in political prison for 2 years. I was 5 years old when my mother and I were forced to leave Cuba and my father behind in the famous Cuban freedom flights to Miami, Florida. As I grew up in the United States and traveled the world, I would always find myself in the kitchen while the other boys and men were playing or watching sports. These experiences and owning my inheritance, my family's secret sauces, instilled in me a greater passion for the gourmet kitchen. I traveled the world to learn from the best chefs in every 5-star restaurant or classic mom-and-pop restaurant I could visit. By tipping in excess of 30%, I was able to meet the chef, who would tell me about their creation. Just having tasted it, my mind and palate became more mature and complex. Master chefs are made by their secret sauces. My passion is to show my culinary philosophy to the minds and palates of all customers whom I share my craft with. This drives me and makes my food absolutely awesome. My inspiration also comes from my lovely wife, Anna, who is an extraordinary chef. This past year, we served over 11,000 customers at the Tropicana Cuban Cafe, our restaurant in St. Augustine, Florida. We met customers from all over the world who compared our Cuban delicacies to their past experiences, and they gave us a slew of compliments. More importantly, everyone wanted to buy bottles of my various sauces, blended using only the best ingredients. So we decided to close the restaurant and show my mastery of the Cuban kitchen via video broadcasting and sell my secret sauces. Join me in a Cuban culinary journey and watch Cuban Flavors by the Cuban Colonel. My first show is titled The Best Cuban Sandwich in the World. Havana beat and Havana heat make my Cuban sandwiches stand out in the crowd. Wanting to taste a mild tango of spices? Enjoy Havana beat. In the mood for hot and sassy? Experience Havana heat. Taste them and you will thank me. Again, my secret sauces and I were born in Cuba and are proudly made in the United States of America. God bless America.